Up believing a free and fair press is the enemy, a bad thing to be mocked and hated. And Jim Acosta is with me now. Wow, I mean, that's strong from Julie, but yeah. Tell me about your experience and how bad the heckling got.
Well, it got bad at one point towards the end of the rally. There was one man who was standing right in front of what we affectionately call the press cage, the press area inside these Trump rallies, and he was yelling scumbag and that sort of thing at us for a good 20 minutes or so. There is some audio of that. We can play that for you and then paint the picture a little bit more for you, Brooke.
Okay.
Now, Brooke, it is a little surreal to hear that sort of stuff thrown at you while Tiny Dancer by Elton John is playing in the background. But, you know, I've been doing this for a while, so I'm not too put off by it. But, Brooke, I want to show you another picture. You just showed it a few moments ago. This gentleman who came up to me during the rally wearing a "You Are Fake News" T-shirt. We shook hands. We had a nice conversation, about 5 or 10 minutes. That was really emblematic of the vast majority of people in the Trump crowd there who came up to us. I thought it was fascinating. So many people came up to us, and sometimes, yes, they would express their frustrations with the media and so on, and parrot things that they hear on Fox News and other, you know, conspiracy-minded websites that I won't mention by name. But by and large, after they vented those frustrations, they would just be nice to you and want to talk to you about what's happening in the news. And you know, what dawned on me, Brooke, is that, you know, I really wonder whether Trump supporters are going to run out of anger before the president himself does. And you know, I was starting to get the sense of that last night. So many people came up to us and said, and a few of them even said, more than a few of them said, "Thank you for what you do. We know that you really get targeted at the White House, but we appreciate what you're doing." And Brooke, my sense of it is that, you know, while the president whips up this frenzy and tries to turn his crowd against us at these rallies, that there are many, many people there who just are perhaps enjoying the show and perhaps understand that some of this is an act. But in the long run, they may be coming out of this sense of hostility that he's placed in many of them towards us. And you know, that was, I think, you know, represented by that gentleman in the "You Are Fake News" T-shirt. He came up to me, had a nice 10-minute conversation about what was happening in the news. And you know, my sense of it is that perhaps, while the president, you know, seems to have this ability to divide and conquer and pit one crowd against another at these rallies and so on, that maybe over time his supporters might say, you know what, this isn't working anymore. They may want to go binge watch something else.
I love that, and I love that you're so right. You know, it's like, get out in the country and listen to what other people have to say, and then it's like when you end up face to face and having a conversation, you find out you actually aren't that much different than you initially thought.
We're all
I do want to ask you, we are. You called out the president